Go.
Good afternoon, America. I'm Z Swiggle, and tonight we'll be talking about natural gas. I'll take you to Cletus, who has more information about the subject.
Well, hi, y'all. I'm Cletus. Using natural gas to replace less environmentally benign fuels can help address simultaneously a number of environmental concerns, such as smog, acid rain, greenhouse gas emissions. Also, natural gas is highly efficient. About 90% of natural gas produced is delivered to customers as useful energy. Now, I'll take you to Stephen Bills, who will give you more about the subject.
Hi everyone, I'm Stephen Bills. In 2013, the United States imported about 33% of the petroleum it consumed, and transportation accounted for more than 70%. Compared with vehicles fueled by conventional diesel and gasoline, natural gas vehicles can produce lower levels of some emissions, and heavy-duty vehicles' dual-fueled compression-ignited engines are slightly more efficient than spark-ignited dedicated to natural gas engines. The total U.S. petroleum consumption, with much of the world's petroleum reserves located in politically volatile countries, the United States is vulnerable to supply disruption. Whoa, hold up there, Stephen Bills. You just talk about how good natural gas is. But in reality, natural gas produces methane, a primary component of natural gas, and it can leak from drilling sites and pipelines. It is 34 times more potent than carbon dioxide at trapping heat. A transition from coal to natural gas-dominated electricity system would not be sufficient to meet the U.S. climate goals either. Renewables and efficient must play a major role. If the U.S. continues on its current path toward a natural gas-dominated electricity system, the electricity sector would generate up to 3 times more the NRC's recommended amount of carbon emissions. Well, hello everyone. I'm Stanley from the CIA, and the U.S. natural gas use may peak by the year 2030. Because natural gas burns more cleanly than the other fossil fuels, and it's currently affordable and abundant. It has been celebrated as a so-called bridge to clean energy future climate stabilization. In this scenario, natural gas would significantly displace coal in the electric power sector, which is the largest sector in terms of primary energy consumption, and serve to balance more intermittent renewable sources of energy while we develop and deploy zero-carbon electric systems. Hello everyone, I'm King Bob of the world and soon the universe. And speaking of the future, the U.S. Energy Information Administration is only forecasting a rise in natural gas production of under 20% by the year 2030. And as our overall energy use is expected to rise as well, natural gas share of our overall energy mix will be little changed. The EIA's estimates are in line with other private forecasts. The rising use of natural gas in the transportation sector will offset a global slowdown in the growth of natural gas to produce electricity. According to a report released by the International Energy Agency, the timely boost will mean the America's boom in natural gas is likely to continue for several years, even if the focus begins to shift away from power plants and towards cars and trucks. Not everyone is convinced that natural gas will do for auto companies what it did for utilities. Changing fuels requires an overhaul of existing infrastructure, and natural gas comes with its own set of environmental concerns. In many regions, it is difficult for natural gas to compete with the range, power, and price of gasoline, but natural gas has already proven itself a useful alternative for fueling large vehicles, fleets, and even more attractive in parts of the world where gasoline prices are very high. The use of natural gas worldwide will grow by 2.4% in a year through 2018, according to a report. That's down from last year's estimate of 2.7% a year due to weakening European demand and production and interruptions in the Middle East and Africa.